The skill of focus in the training program is the netball shot. A pretest was used at the beginning of the program by conducting a circle shooting test to assess the skill level of the learner prior to receiving any training. Pretests were continually used throughout the program and were compared to the results of a post-test, which was conducted later in the week. This helped determine the skill progression of the learner and identified whether improvements had occurred.
This is the Shock Absorber Netball Academy.
A video demonstration of the skill being performed by elite athletes was shown to the learner before skills training drills commenced. The video demonstration shows the skill being performed in real time, which is important for a frame of reference for the skill and allows the learner to appreciate the natural timing of the movement. The first drill is shooting technique, which involves correct key components such as stance, grip, preparation, and release. The second drill is target practice, which allows the learner to apply an appropriate force and trajectory when executing the movement. The learner applies the technique from the first drill with a specific target. The third drill is stationary shooting. The aim of this drill is to shoot the ball and score from a stationary position whilst maintaining correct technique and shooting with accuracy. This is used to apply the technique learned from the previous drills to score a goal in the netball post. The fourth drill is circle shooting. This drill aims to develop the athlete's shot from various distances and angles from the goalpost. This drill uses markers to determine where the athlete is to shoot from to incorporate inter-trial variability into the training program. The circle shooting test is used as a retention test in the final stage of the program following a 1-week period of no training. A retention test is used to measure the persistence of improved skill performance and determine whether learning has occurred. The fifth drill is circle shooting with a defender. This drill incorporates external pressure from a defender, replicating sport-specific demands in a game of netball. Circle shooting with a defender is used as a transfer test, measuring the degree to which a learner can adapt the practice skill to a different performance situation. This will be assessed following a 1-week period of no training to infer whether learning has occurred. The first performance outcome measured in the skills training program was accuracy. Accuracy was objectively measured by pre- and post-testing by conducting a circle shooting test consisting of 10 shots for goal. A score of 1 was given to each successful shot at goal, with 10 being the highest possible score. It is indicative by the results that an improvement to the learner's shooting accuracy has occurred throughout the program, with the learner's scores progressing from initial scores such as 6 out of 10 to 9 and 10 out of 10 successful shots at goal. It is evident that improvement in performance has occurred, as both the retention and transfer tests show better results in comparison to the learner's initial performance prior to the training program. The second performance outcome measured in the skills training program was shooting technique. Technique was subjectively assessed on the learner's ability to perform the correct key components of a netball shot, being stance, grip, preparation, and release. The learner's technique was given a score out of 5 depending on whether they could perform each phase correctly in a sequential order. It is evident that the learner's shooting technique improved throughout the program as their score increased from their initial performance and reached a ceiling in week 2, achieving the highest possible score of 5 from week 2 onwards. The learner's retention test also suggests that learning has occurred, as they were able to maintain a top score of 5 following a 1-week period of no training. The learner performed slightly under in the transfer test, but still managed to receive a result higher than their initial performance. The learner outlined the most useful training strategies was the use of 4 key coaching cues when practicing shooting technique. This helped the learner gauge a better understanding of how to perform the skill, which was further enhanced by the shooting technique drills and the target practice drill. In effect, the learner felt they improved in their technique performance throughout the program. Alternatively, the learner indicated that drills and teaching strategies revolved around stationary shooting and there was limited movement when taking a shot for goal. This is indicated as not useful because running and catching a ball to shoot for goal would be more sport-specific to netball and would have increased motivation for the learner to further improve their performance. The teacher reported useful teaching strategies used in the program were 4 key coaching cues. Research has shown that the use of verbal cues facilitates learning. Also, the use of pre- and post-testing each week helped to determine how the learner was progressing through the program and worked as a beneficial teaching strategy. Teaching strategies that weren't useful included setting the skill level too low, creating a lack of motivation in the learner as the program was not challenging enough. This saw a performance plateau early in the program, indicating the training goals weren't challenging enough for the learner. Overall, it is evident from the results of the skills training program that improvements were made to both accuracy and technique in the learner's performance of a netball shot. Shortcomings of the training strategies were mainly centered around setting the performance goals too low for the learner, resulting in a performance plateau early in the program and losing motivation. In the training program, the overall goal was to progress from the cognitive stage of learning to the associative stage, and to be able to perform at a skill level categorized as a number 6 in Gentile's taxonomy. In order to improve this shortcoming, the long-term goal could have been set to achieving a category 8, where there is both body transport and object manipulation. Drills such as receiving the ball whilst moving, then taking a shot for goal with a defender present would have made the goal more challenging. Future implications that could improve these shortcomings include involving the learner in setting goals. It is suggested that goals are most meaningful when learners are involved in the goal-setting process. In addition, research shows that goals help to focus learners' attention, encourage learners to develop new skills and strategies to improve performance. Therefore, setting realistic yet challenging goals and including the learner in the goal-setting process are implications for practice that will influence future organization of teaching or coaching.